Wake and Bake with your friendly neighborhood old bat. How y'all doing this morning? I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. I am dressed for an interview. I'm going to be interviewing this morning. So I won't be baking. Y'all can bake it up, smoke it up, do whatever. I can't be baking. I got an interview at 10 o'clock. So I got to be clear headed for this. So let's get this party started. We're going to pick up where we left off with Revelation with the Reverend Random, Dragon Slay.
Clinton? Are you kidding? Yeah, it's way bigger than Clinton. You know, it's way bigger than Watergate. Watergate was just cheating, you know. It was cheating on an election. Breaking into the Watergate hotel, spying on the Democrats. Oh, I'm Richard Nixon. I don't know if I'm going to win, Henry. You know? I don't know if I'm going to win this next election, Harry. This goddamn Vietnam War is destroying me, Henry. You know? That was the truth. But of course, why would you...
He really thinks that he's good at imitations, doesn't he? He really does. He thinks he's good at imitations.
You just pull the fuck out, Tricky Dicky. You should have just pulled the boys out. But no, you had to do military-industrial complex horseshit. When you're a Quaker and you're supposed to be a fucking pacifist. You know, Nixon was a Quaker. My mom liked Nixon. But the fact and the fucking facts are you did not observe your religion. That's for sure. You're a Quaker. And you're going, well, I'm the president of the fucking United States of America. He would never, well, yeah, he did curse in private, Nixon. Because, you know, he's supposed to be a Christian-y Quaker guy, so he's not going to curse much. Yeah, well, that's bullshit. If you listen to the Nixon tapes, oh, he cursed, you know.
Doesn't he look partiful? Doesn't he look partiful?
I can't say the words this day and age that he was saying, you know, like about homosexuals. I can't say the word on here. It's horrible. It's not okay.
Then why'd you say it?
To slander people just based on this shit. It's gross. And that's why I'm for, like, not saying these words that are hateful. Like, why? Don't say shit that's like, you don't want to be called something that you don't like. You know? You wouldn't like to be, you wouldn't like someone calling you something that would make you feel bad about yourself. You know? So why would you do it to someone else?
Why do you do it? Why do you do things to try to make Will feel bad about himself? Why do you do that? Inquiring minds want to know.
As bad as you feel about yourself, and I you know, most people have insecurities and shit. You know? I was horribly insecure. Oh my God. I was a mess. You know, because I was a heavy kid in high school. Being heavy in high school, just don't do it. If you are heavy and you're going into high school, do your best to fucking lose some weight and shit. Because your life's gonna not be very enjoyable if you're going into high school as a fat kid. That's bad for your health anyway. being too heavy, and it's bad for your health too, starving yourself and being too skinny. So
Yeah, he is Raccoon Man.
you want to eat just enough that you have enough, and then you can survive and live and thrive. You know, we want to thrive around here.
You know, I have a love-hate relationship with food. I love food, but I hate food. You know, I hate it that, you know, I'm an emotional eater and I'm a compulsive eater, but I love the food. By God, them Snickers bars goes down easy.
This up like this, like this. Okay, we do the move. Ready? Trump would say, "Here comes the weave. Here comes the weave." Oh, there we go. See, that's cute as shit, isn't it?
No, it isn't.
I don't know if I want to review a video tonight. My stomach hurts.
It looks dumb as shit. Your transformation into a crack whore is complete.
And no, it's not from lack of food. I saw somebody on the video, the one video. They're like, "Well, Reb, you said you got your food stamps, so why do you say you're hungry?" I don't really recall. Oh yeah, you took the comment the wrong way of what I said. You should. I wasn't saying that I was hungry. I was saying that I had just had like some friggin' Thai food, you know, and I felt blessed by God to have some Thai food. Like, you didn't hear that, did you? And I had some dumplings. No. What was it? I got Thai sausage, which
Hey,
I
Lady
never had
Starfire.
before.
Well,
And
I
on
don't
the
know if I
side
said hey to
caddy
you,
on the
Raccoon
fucking
Man. How you doing?
delivery container, they had like peanuts. You know, like, yeah, it was peanuts. And lemon.
Wasting money on DoorDash. Wasting money on DoorDash. I'm sure Thai food is delicious. I'm sure it is. But you can't afford it right now. You can't afford it. Hell, I can't afford it right now. I got a lot of shit going out.
Lemongrass on the side caddy. I thought that was really neat. I never saw that. But what you're supposed to do, you take a piece of sausage up. Oh, it was wow. I had never had Thai sausage before, and it was cheap. It was one of the cheaper appetizers. So I tried it. You know, the only other thing I got was a side salad, a Thai side salad, which but they gave us an extra side salad, and I know why they did, because we tell everybody that in our DoorDash description, we tell everybody, you know, we do mukbangs sometimes, so what's up? And sometimes they give you extra shit, which is neat, and that's really cool, you know? Restaurants are, oh my God, if you get to know, like, owners of restaurants and shit, it's really, it could be some of the best relationships you have. Which is like, holy shit, Rev, what are you talking about? Well, I mean, I was a fat kid, so, like, my mom would take me to, like, classy, expensive, you know, locally run restaurants. And, like, if you get to be friends with the people there, it's really cool. Because they'll give you extra shit and stuff like that, you know. And if you like having drinks, you know, they might give you a free drink at the bar, or whatever the fucking shit is, you know. You know, Nick Fuentes would buy you a drink. He would. He would. Kanye too, probably. You know. I did my eyes pretty. Why, yeah. I did them good today. I did. So I have the Cenk Uygur situation pulled up. I don't even know. It's too much. We got the FBI records. They released Epstein shit. Okay? Emails. That's what Shani and I have been listening to all day, basically, is like fucking explaining what the hell's in there. And it's like they keep covering the same, basically, like 4 emails. They keep covering the same, basically 4 emails. Just on every channel, on every, mainstream media is blasting the fucking shit out of this. It does appear that, like, they're getting ready to maybe, like, make a move or something on Trumpy. And they need to, because holy shit.
You know what? You keep fucking saying that. And, they've been trying to move on Trump for years. And they haven't been successful. Look at you. Look at you, you fucking loser. You need to get a damn job.
What the fuck kind of message does it send to the world that we have a president that was called, like, the dog that didn't bark yet by a predator, fucking sex trafficker of children? Like, the holy Jesus. There needs to be, like, a standard always for leadership. You have to have standards. Democrats and people that knew Trump, like Hollywood people and shit like that, were telling us, we know him. It's very, very bad idea to put this guy in the presidency because he's he's extremely ego-driven and unscrupulous. Okay? He would be a disastrous president because he's got no fucking scruples. You know who said that Donald Trump doesn't have any scruples? Jeffrey Epstein said that. Holy Jesus. The most prolific sex trafficker of children in history said that Donald Trump has no scruples. Wow. Well, then you might say, well, yeah, he's a scumbag. That's not a valid opinion. Well, yeah, you're right. But that's not the point. The point is that's how, oh my God, wow. Jeffrey said he's bad? Holy shit. You must be pretty bad. Yeah, that's the point. Jeffrey was an admitted pervert. I don't know, lady.
Dude, you are putting me to fucking sleep. You are putting me to fucking sleep. I'm paying bills while I'm sitting here listening and talking to you. Just made my car payment. Yeah, that happens whenever you want a little nicer something than what you got.
Ladies out there, you might want to be very careful that if you hear a guy say, like, oh yeah, I'm a pervert, admit just straight up, I'm a perv. You should maybe consider not dating him. You definitely don't want to marry him, okay? But I know how it is, girls.
You are a pervert. You are a fucking pervert.
If you want to have a little fun, for the night, right? The girl's got to come every now and then. Jesus. Hmm? Hmm? Every now and then at least. And sometimes you don't feel like yourself. Am I too fucking honest for you guys?
No, you're too freaky for us, guys.
See, if I ever went to like Burning Man or whatever, I'd like stay in that character. I don't want to creep out Shani by being too femme. I don't want to creep her out, number one, because she don't like it. She doesn't. She wants a husband. You know what I mean? So if I go a little too femme, it's like she don't like it at all. It's weird to her. But I do it for the camera. You know, it's my time to be able to do it is for the camera. Because it brings in the views sometimes. That's insane. It is. I know. But you make yourself a little sultry looking, and Jesus, you get more. Your views pop.
You know what? I'm sure showing my tits online would get me a lot of views, but I'm not gonna fucking do it. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should.
Harder. Pop harder. Yeah. And I don't have to do too much. I don't practice it. You know what I mean? When you see me do something femmy, I'm just doing it from how I feel like maybe it works. I'm a male, so I don't know how that works, but it's fun.
You know, and you're a caricature of a female. You don't know how to act like a female. So why don't you just stop it? You're kind of pissing me off. If you're going to act like a woman, act like a woman.
It's fun when you're a metal dude, right? Like me, I'm a metal dude. And like I haven't gone to many concerts at all. But the ones that I have gone to, you know, that I was single, I'd look at the girls and just be like, wow, wow, look at that, wow, like whatever. Mesmerized and hypnotized by hotness. Just you girls are, wow. So for me to be able to do this and kind of look like one of those chicks that I thought was hot. I don't know what it is. It's weird. It is weird. But it's in me, so whatever. I don't give a shit. Some of my relatives from back in the day, in Albion, in ancient Albion, put down in the comments, guys. Tell me.
You're disgusting. Wonder what your uncle would think about this. Wonder what your dad would think about this. Um, you're disgusting. You look like a crack whore. And you're not even in the same zip code as Attractive.
Where Albion is. They're gonna go, oh, Rev, you're making up some kind of weird fucking country. Look up Albion. Oi! I just be some, county Donegal hoe bag,
I wouldn't be saying that too fucking loud. I wouldn't be saying that too fucking loud.
Oi!
Good morning. Good
I'll
morning,
blow
Freddie
you for a sack
McDonald.
of potatoes,
How you doing, shithead?
Baby's gotta eat, Holy shit. That's true. I mean, if you're in a
Hey,
famine,
Cobra
right,
Commander.
and you're a hot girl, you're gonna be alright, probably. Because you just gotta go and do your thing, You gotta do your thing. I would. Yeah, I would if I had to, If I were single, I would do what I have to do. But partnership, both parties need to agree that things are okay. And if one says no, then it's no, Would I start chat your bait and do stuff like that? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Because I don't see it as sin at all. It's just career, and you can do something like that for a career. And I'm not fucking nothing. I'm just being sexy on camera and flirting with the camera and shit, and that's it. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. But if one don't like it, then you just don't do it because you don't want problems in your relationship. So that's
Sorry,
that. It's
guys,
all
had to
good,
take a call.
and I love life, man. I need help, you know. I need a leg up on life.
I've got count them, 3 interviews today. I've got one at 10, one at 2, and one at 4. Wondering how many more I can fit in today.
And it can be very difficult once you tripped to get back up again. I'm taking a break for a second. So, I'm not sure if I want to do a review video tonight. I just rant like a weirdo and shit, you know.
Why don't you rant like a weirdo? I like it when you rant like a weirdo. Rant like a weirdo.
But,
Yo, Honey Bee.
people
Hey, Shiloh.
get confused about things, and then they start thinking, well, it's kind of weird. Are you feeling some kind of internal crisis about yourself or something? And no, like, believe me, it's just fucking performative. It's fun. It's just like in England. It's an England thing. It's an Albion thing. The cross-dressing shit. And for me, it's that I've never felt that way. The dress femme or whatever. Never, ever. But it's like, I don't know. Part of it is growing your hair out so long.
Rev, I've been working on getting another job. And I've got 3 job interviews today. What are you working on? It's what I fucking thought. It's what I fucking thought.
For me, like, my face has always been sort of, yeah, femmy. I'm more of the femme look than masculine fucking male, And some chicks are really into that. Some chicks love a femmy dude, And some chicks think it's gross. Long hair on a man, ew, that's gross, Some chicks feel that way, and that's fucking great. That's what makes the world go around. Because if all chicks liked one type of looking guy, well, that would be boring. And if vice versa, vice versa, it'd be a boring world. This is why there's somebody out there for everybody. That's true. I really do believe that. Unless you're so mentally ill that you can't be with someone. Which is of course that's possible too. That it's just like your affect, the way you are in the day during the day is so like triggering and annoying that you just gotta be alone. And honestly, like, that's how I feel about myself. Like, I should be alone because my behaviors can be. I mean, like, I can get psychotic. You guys have seen some shit on live streams that was really scary. You remember that thing in Colville, and like I did the GUN hands to Shanny, and I'm like, I'll fucking kill her. Wow. I didn't mean it at all.
You meant it at the time. I know you did. You said you was gonna kill that bitch and her kids.
Not even a bit. But when you are bipolar, man, wow. You don't know unless you have it. That's the truth, and I'm not excusing anything. I'm just saying it's very tough. And people that have dealt with bipolar people in their life, like, they know. But they'll give you grace. See, the people that have actually dealt with it will understand, and it's like, no, the person can't help it. They can't help it. This shit will fly out of their mouth, and they'll be like, oh, fuck, why did I say that, The filter isn't... the filter functions shitty.
Get your tongue back in your mouth. You aren't seducing anybody. You fucking freak.
I love that, like, anime chick look, where they're just like, I don't know. There's names for all this stuff. Like Harajuku girls, like that's like, they look like dolls, The Harajuku shit is pretty creepy to me. But I'm conservative in that way. I know that there's so many like
Hey, all my mirrors.
weird things that lead you into weirder and then like evil shit when it comes to fetishes and sex stuff, you know. I really think like 50 Shades of Grey was very destructive to people's sexuality. And like Shani loved the books, you know, and I think she's on board with me right at this point. Even if the story is like positive at the end of the day, it's a positive story, I guess. That's what Shani's take on it is, you know. But to be promoting these ideas of it's risky behavior unless you have known that person, I would say, for fucking 10 years, you should not be comfortable with the idea of your man tying you up and blindfolding you and then doing what he wants to you sexually. You know what I mean? Like, and safe words, all of that shit. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're going to be adults. We're going to do setup stuff like that. Okay. But even being adults and setting up safe words and all that shit, you can still get hurt severely and die. That's the truth, you know. But do what you want. Yeah, just be safe.
Why are you bringing all this up? Why is sex the only thing you think about? You know, you have more pressing issues like finding a place to live.
Don't, I'm going to say don't hurt yourself. Yeah, well, if you're in S&M, like, you want to hurt a little bit. I get that. Just don't be doing extremely over-the-top reckless shit. You know? Like, for the guys out there, don't split your penis in half. That's some weird shit, man. You can see these guys that split their dicks like fucking, you know, hot dogs. Like, what happens? Like, you get a hard on and it's like a plant. It looks like a weird plant. What's the
You're acting like a weird plant.
intercourse with that, like, man? I love you. That's really weird, though. That's really weird. Thank you. Alright, that's it. Oh, I'm gonna wrap this fucking video up. This is gonna be randomness. I talked quite a bit about, like, you know, the drag thing. Because I don't know. Like, is there a distinction between cross-dressing and drag? I don't think there is. I think that's the same thing, right? But drag is performative. That's what I'm interested in. Because I'm not, like, literally interested in dressing female. No. Like, that's not what this is. It's performative. It's like, oh, if I want to go to a party, sure, I'd probably dress up like this. Why not? You know? If I went to a concert, yeah, why not? There's something different to do, you know? But for my everyday life, like, no. A big reason for that is, you know, where I live. It's conservative here. It is. PA's a purple state, and there's a lot of Democrats. But what I mean by conservative is, like, you know, like, they'll think if you look overly alternative, let's put it that way. Yeah. If you look a little too alternative, you're gonna get a little bit of a like, what the fuck is that? You know, that's true, which is fine. That doesn't bother me as long as it's just like a crooked look and people aren't throwing rocks at you or some shit. You know, like the South can be rough. I'm sure it's gotta be. You know, for like trans, my God, that's gotta be really rough in some states. Like extremely rough. I can imagine, and school, these kids that feel that they're trans and they have to go to like a conservative state school, public school. Oh my God, it's got man, torture. You know, can imagine that being very torturous existence. So sad. People gotta love each other. We really do. We have to love each other because us, the citizens, you know, because the government's pretty much going to be guaranteed to be against us, like just always. I don't know if we're ever going to get a government.
Okay, I've had enough. All right. Well, that's about all I've got for right now. I've got some other stuff I've got to do before I go to my interview. Just wanted to give y'all a short stream. I want to thank everybody that came and saw me. You guys rock. I don't care if you were here for 10 minutes, 10 seconds, or the whole thing. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. You know why? Do you? It's because nobody else will. Now, y'all take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Peace.